Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinky goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David. Yeehaw!
Yoo-hoo!
We had a rootin' tootin'. I don't know any more country terms.
Rootin' tootin' bang bang fun time last weekend, yeah.
We did, and ain't done yet, little buckaroo. Live studio audience!
Welcome! Welcome to Live Chat Room.
Live chat room. Man, I'm getting kind of sweaty in here.
Getting all excited about doing the show?
Yeah, well, I just had me a practice drink. If y'all don't know, we do practice drinks. Well, we do one to make sure we're going to like it. Not all the time. This time we did.
To make sure we're doing it right.
I like it. Let's get to it.
It was good.
Cocktail of the week.
Let's go. Ah, my throat's parched.
Oh. Well, we did just make one of these. Now, you know what? Here's another oldie but a goodie. Not a classic, per se.
No, not a classic.
Just an oldie but a goodie. I was going to make, which I think we'll make next week, I was going to make a Harvey Wallbanger because I like the name. But it didn't fit the motif.
Wasn't that the first drink you ever had?
The first drink I ever had was a mudslide.
Oh.
Shot.
Well, the first not girly drink you ever had?
The first, well, Harvey Wallbanger is, it's Galliano, orange juice, and vodka, I think.
Is that a chick drink?
No, I threw up all night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you have it?
I had it at Sagebrush Cantina, which you've been to in
Oh,
California.
yeah, in California.
Then I went to a pool hall and had like beers and whatever. I just mixed. I was like,
I'll have another Harvey Wallbanger.
Yeah, I was just ordering whatever I can think of, and I spent the rest of the day, or the rest of the night.
How old were you?
21.
Oh, 21?
I don't know if anybody knows.
So legal. He's so legal.
I did not have a drink till I was 21.
Wow, I'm proud of you.
Not one.
That is not the case.
Well, I mean, I had like a sip of beer, hated it, sip of wine, like when you're a kid, but never liked it, and then until I was 21, then I've made up for it.
You have.
Yeah, I quite enjoy it now. So let's do ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
I don't even know if this is a country westerny drink, but it sounds like it. It's called
Lynchburg Lemonade.
A Lynchburg Lemonade. I don't even know if is that westerny?
It sounds like it.
It sounds like Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's supposed to have Jack Daniels in it, but I brought his brother, Jim Beam.
His distant cousin.
No, maybe. All right, so it's ice. I know it starts with that.
Yes.
By the way, I just learned something making the practice drink. This thing has been giving me all the trouble in the world.
All the trouble?
All the trouble.
All in that one little thing?
Yeah, because I can't, it's hard to pour into this thing and then tilt it. It's not, so I went, you know what, I wonder if this, and it does. The handle comes off, and now it's just a regular jigger.
That's really
Now, that's what I'm talking about. So what am I doing here?
Well, there you go. Okay, 1 ounce of whiskey.
That'd be Brother Jim. That's Jack's brother, by the way. They're not related.
No, it's too bad. It should be. 1/2 ounce of triple sec.
Okay, that's an orange liqueur.
Yes.
Mostly in margaritas and a million other things. 1/2 ounce.
1/2 ounce.
All right, so I think I'll just pour a full one and pour half in this one.
You're so crafty.
Yes. I'm crafty. Dun, 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 dun. We've been singing You Be Illin' all night with other words other than illin'. Sweet and sour.
1 ounce of sweet and sour.
A whole ounce. So there comes your calories.
Who's counting?
Oh, I am counting.
And
My hat doesn't even fit right.
top it with lemon lime soda.
Now that we did buy the diet version of. Because that's going to make all the difference.
It will.
That's going to be too much lemon lime soda.
Well, did we have the right glasses?
Well, they're supposed to be Collins glasses, but these are glasses you get at casinos that you might forget you walked out with, and what they put just well drinks, which we have a whole cupboard full of these.
Those are actually larger than the typical ones you see.
Well, these are when you get them tall. There you go. By the way, we tried to test one of these. This is an amazing
really good.
cocktail.
Let's see.
I love that.
And it's yellow. It matches my shirt.
I love it. All right. Well, give us a drunk term. Speak, y'all.
I have a drunk term.
Our little lady.
Okay, so this week's drunk term is Taylor Swift. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That means a light beer. So here's the definition is, how can I take you seriously when you've been drinking Taylor Swift's all night?
Okay, because she's such a light artist.
And you every time, like, we'll listen to country music sometimes. Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift comes on and David's like, change that.
I can't turn it fast enough.
It's so girly. It's so light.
Well, nothing
even
makes
for
you
country.
feel more castrated than driving around in a Ram 1500 SLT, and then all of a sudden there's this girl singing about her teenage boyfriend. I can't drive around listening to that. They shrivel up.
Oh, well.
They shrivel. They shrivel. They go back.
Go back in?
Yeah, they go back in. We got a chat room question already.
Nice.
There I am. Okay, now you can hear me. All right, Gilby, he says that your shirt is awesome, and he wants to know if there are UFOs on that shirt.
There are, in fact. Yes, this is a whole UFO death scene.
Well,
Looks like Space Invaders.
Yes, look, let me go up for the camera. I'm getting stuck. Space Invaders. And see, check this out. City on fire.
Sweet.
It's after the attack. Isn't that awesome?
Right.
Thank you.
Got that in New Orleans, by the way.
Did. It's a little cool shop that is no longer there.
No, it's there.
Is it?
It's the one to replace the one that wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, if you'd like to get a hold of us, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. We now have a Facebook page. It's LV Pubcrawl on Facebook. And we're Twitter. We're the LV Locals. The network is Vegas Video Network. No longer toll-free listener line. I don't know why I put that in the notes every week. Because you don't need to call that number. You just click the right hand of your screen.
Right, just click and record.
Click and record. Click it and record it.
And record it. I wish that rhymed.
I know.
Also,
KSHP
Roku.
1400. What?
I'm interrupting you. Sorry.
Notice that.
Go ahead.
KSHP 1400 AM Las Vegas every Friday night. You can hear us. Oh. Saturday at noon. Oh, man. When you pull yourself out of a bar on Saturday at noon.
Saturday at noon. We better update that as well.
Saturday at noon.
Saturday noon. And check us out on Roku.
Roku is all the rage. By the way, HBO Go is on Roku, which is the really good place to watch Game of Thrones, which is all we're doing. Okay. Anyway, Lannisters.
Damn the Lannisters.
Oh, anyway.
Damn the Lannisters.
So, also iTunes, YouTube. iTunes has audio and video. I listened to us last week on iTunes at the job. So, without further ado, let's do a quick station ID and come back with the pub crawl adventure.
Let's do it.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit vegasvideonetwork.com.
You be illin'. Dun, 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 dun. Man, that is just stuck in my head. And that's all I know of that song. That's all I know.
That's all you need to know.
That's all I know. Pub crawl adventure. Man, did we have an adventure.
Okay.
You know, well,
where did this start? Kind of out of order here.
Well, I actually put a couple notes in because we were listening to a country western. We had a country western week. We're going to actually even have kind of a country western week coming ahead, too, in a weird sort of way. We'll explain at the end of the show. We were listening to a song, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was Zac Brown, but it wasn't a Zac Brown. We know it wasn't like off his other album. It must be off a new album. Mm-hmm. And he said on it, and I swear that is our credo. He said, "I got nowhere to be, and I got all day to get there." I was like, that literally is what we do.
That's our weekends.
That's our weekend. We got nowhere to be. We got all day to be there. Not, we got a long way to go and got a short time to get there.
No.
Because that would be Smoking the Bandit. That's a whole different thing.
We were watching that the other night, too.
Yeah, we were watching that. In fact, our good friends in 500 by Midnight were in town last week. I was listening to their show, and they were talking about, they planned all these things that we're going to do. We're going to go to the Mob Museum. We're going to do this. And they didn't do a lot of it. And when I heard that, I went, you know what? There's another one of our little quirks. For 4 years, we've lived in this city. And now we've learned now, we don't even make plans. We don't
make plans. Even though we're starting to, we're trying to.
We got house seats and everything. We're going to try to do things like that, but we always get, what happened to them happens to us every weekend. We get
sidetracked, and then we go on another side adventure, and then we find something else, meet somebody else, and go on.
Well, we called it Pub Crawl Adventure because it's exactly what we do. We just, Saturdays, Sundays, whatever, we just go out and just go. And if we got a plan later, like, oh, we're going to meet so-and-so at 7 at the whatever, you're like, oh, no, because that means...
I call it forced death march.
Right, because that means wherever we are, and we almost have to go, sorry, I can't go have fun with you because we're having fun.
We're already having fun. If we leave one fun, it might not be as fun.
And it's really ridiculous because every time we do those other things, they're always 10 times more fun than everything else.
I think no matter what, we have fun.
So we started turning over a leaf because we had so much fun at the hockey game. We went and saw Metal Elvis. I mean, all these things that we've done recently, we're like, okay, these are really fun.
Yeah.
We should just do those things. So we're going to try to turn over a new leaf and not be so dust in the wind. Oh, we are. It's dust in the wind.
Wind?
You got to do that because. So anyway, to start it off, last weekend, was the AMC Music Experience. And that's the Academy of Country Music Experience. It's a big award show. Happens every year. It's like the country music Grammys. But I guess the Grammys are the Grammys for country music. But it's like the Golden Globes for country.
It's the big award show.
The big one. It's at Mandalay Bay. This is the second annual. But this year they tried something new and did a whole experience out in the parking lot. And that included a barbecue competition. Okay, well, that's going to be a whole separate section. You could ride bulls. They had the Dodge Ram truck driving thing.
They had the Ghillies girls there.
The Ghillies girls. They had all of the.
I really love that Dodge truck thing. They had an obstacle course.
But I have the exact truck they're driving.
I know, but it was cool because you could drive like over these bumpy things and then up around like really high, really steep and then low. It was really cool.
No, yeah, tested your traction.
Yeah, but we didn't do it because David wouldn't do it.
Well, I already had like 4 beers. I'm not going to drive the truck. So they said they'll give you a driver. I was like, what? I don't want to. Anyway, I had got that exact truck. Anyway, so we go. We didn't know what to expect. We knew there was going to be like a mall, not a mall, but
they had like bands outside a trade show inside the convention center.
Right. It was packed. It was crazy. The weather was beautiful, except for Sunday. It got too windy, so we didn't go for very long on Sunday. But Saturday, okay. First off, you're a mile away and you get this smell that I can't even describe. Okay, there was 100 barbecue tents. Now you couldn't eat at all of them. Most of them were just there to compete. There was a few that had that were open.
About 5 or 6.
5 or 6 you can get stuff from, but most of them were just there. They had their tent, and if you've ever seen Food Network, they actually do this. They have the little styrofoam container, and they'll take we've watched them do it. They'll take their rack of ribs out. They'll cut out just the right ones.
Yeah, they'll plate it. They'll bring it to the judges.
Set it in there just right. Close it up, and some even have little warmers, and they'll all walk to the judges' table. The smell of this,
that was so good.
I can't even. It was unbelievable. I was like, okay, I'm dying. We're dying. So, of course, we said, well, let's find one of the places that's selling some of the barbecue. And we went to the absolute wrong place. Right off the gate. Well, that wasn't very good. Too much money and not enough food. It was tasty.
Barbecue's always expensive.
I've said that on the show before. I'm a huge barbecue fan, but I don't like how much it is for what you get. I want just a ton of meat. Can I just get a pile of meat, maybe 2-3 pounds of just meat? And that's all I want. I don't want your beans. I don't want your slaw. I don't want anything else. I want a rack of ribs, maybe 2. And I don't want to pay $40 for it. So anyway, we went to this place. I go, I'm a beef guy over pork, but I want a brisket sandwich, and you want a pulled pork. You got pulled pork tacos.
I got some tacos.
$17, they say.
They had barbecue or baked beans and then barbecue beans.
Oh, they were good. I'm just saying, but it was $17, and I got a little
much.
tiny sandwich, and you got 2 tacos for $17. I'm like, okay, see, we went to the wrong place. So then we learned that if you go around the back, you get free samples all around the back.
So now we discovered the free samples.
Okay, that was the ticket. In fact, the next day was even smarter because we brought a flask of some.
Well, and also the first day we found there was a Dr. Pepper 10 booth.
Giveaway.
They were giving away.
Give away Dr. Pepper. So
only 10 bold calories.
Right.
I like it.
So we were able to get Dr. Peppers, and then go get all the free samples because all the grill manufacturers were there, all the spice rub people were there, all the sauce, and they were all giving away their stuff. So you can go up
pieces of steak, pieces of pork.
So we ate all day, just steak and pork and whatever we can get.
It was funny though because we went on Saturday and we did all our sampling. We bought a couple beers, like $7 beers.
Right.
Fine. Hung out, watched the bands.
Right.
Then the next day we went back and the sampling people were like, "Oh, you guys are back again."
We thought we'd look different. we
totally changed our clothes. We look the same.
But we got a couple pictures. I got you and me at the. I found the Coors Light NASCAR car. Yeah, baby, look at that! Woo!
David's so happy looking NASCAR.
I got my Coors
holding
Light.
His Coors can.
Yeah. Oh man! And then we got you in front of the monster truck. Yeah.
Yeah, woo, monster truck.
We're not messing around.
And the obstacle course is right behind that.
Yes. Oh,
Next
believe me,
time,
had a
do
blast.
an obstacle course.
So that was great. We'll get back to what we did the rest of the day, but we did go back on Sunday. Windy. A lot of the competition when there's a lot of the booze left. But Saturday was absolutely kicking. Mike Tomlin, coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, was there taking pictures. It was just great. Bands were all national acts that were just playing free shows outside. Zach Brown ended on Sunday night, but you had to have tickets to that.
Yeah.
But everything else was free, total blast. You could ride the bull. It was great.
I feel sad I didn't recognize any of the people who were performing there.
I recognized them by name, but then...
I don't know.
It
was fun.
So we had a great time. Anyway, so it was closing down, but it was happy hour. We're like, well, we've already eaten a lot of barbecue, so let's just get a drink. Let's not eat. Let's go, and because the beers are a little expensive out there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we're at Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, there's all sorts of happy hours inside.
RM Seafood, all this. There's a million happy hours in there, but House of Blues, we don't go there very often. And by the way, I love the bar at House of Blues, and that goes for every House of Blues I've been to.
You'd be like the inside bar. Which bar? Because there's actually 2 bars.
Well, the main bar, the Santeria. What do you call that?
I think that's a Santeria bar.
Santeria bar.
It's not Voodoo.
Well, they're all stylized a different way. So, great deals. I think the beers were $5.
$3 for domestic and import, $4 house and wine, and $5 call cocktails every day from 4 to 7.
And that's every day, including Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
At House of Blues.
Because it was Sunday when we went. That's a really good
Saturday.
deal.
And it was great.
Hey, we went on Saturday.
It was, and we went on Saturday.
Whatever. No,
Woman!
It's every day.
Woman!
Every day. Okay, they also have food specials. So they got $5 cornbread with maple butter.
Okay,
and
that we
has
almost got.
Manchego cheese and jalapenos.
Right.
They have a quesadilla for $5. And for $6, you can get chicken tenders or chicken wings.
Wow. No, it was
So desire.
really good. Oh, by the way, at the barbecue, I think we had the best wings I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Those barbecue wings at that Montana, whatever place was, Colorado, whatever they were. They're
not local, though.
No, they weren't. They did barbecue wings that were
Oh, they were really good.
But, so we weren't really hungry. So we had a couple of drinks. The House of Blues is fun. At nighttime, it gets a little nutty, and it's a little on the dorky side. It's not quite Hard Rock Cafe, but it's...
I wouldn't say that.
It's cooler than Hard Rock Cafe. You know, it's not, you know, it's a step up.
I really like it.
I do, too.
If you can get a seat during happy hour. You show up early, you can.
Well, it was also not even Final Four. It was like finals, whatever.
Yeah,
So it was some team playing some team, and it was like crazy, and it was like people hooting and hollering. I didn't know what was going on, but it was in New Orleans, but New Orleans wasn't playing. That's all I knew. So we had a great time there. That was fantastic. But we didn't feel like we wanted the country to stop.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Keep it going.
So we went home, showered, and or maybe not, and said, well, let's go to Stoney's. But then that's just a club. It's a country
Oh, yeah,
club.
we went out for a little bit.
Yeah, but it was like, well.
On
we kinda-
Saturday.
Right. On Saturday. So we thought, you know what? We've done it before. We go a lot. But you know what? Let's try it when it's a weekend like this, kind of like we did on NASCAR. We went back to Ghillies, which is over at TI. Nothing could prepare me for what I saw at Ghillies. That was I mean, I don't know. Well, we were like at LAX and some of those kind of clubs, and we've seen some pretty
Oh, this wasn't as bad as LAX. That was like,
oh, no, well,
scratch my eyes out bad.
Yeah, no, that was terrible. But I mean, as far as just, it was packed. It was fun. I saw more butt cheeks there than I've seen in a long time. In fact, we got some video of some TV-friendly butt cheeks that I took some video of. The girl on the bull.
Look at
That's the,
and that was tame because what we saw before was
it was
full
constant.
butt. Her whole butt was hanging out, and a couple of girls this happened to. Because the guy walked around, the cowboy guy, and he walked around and he picked all the girls in the mini dresses.
And got them on the bull.
And they're like, okay. And then they get on and they don't realize that he's going to make the bull shake and make their dresses come up.
But I don't
and then he knocks them forward on their face, and so their butts are just sticking up. And then he just rotates their butt everywhere to everybody.
And they do it constantly.
And all the guys are like, filming the whole thing.
I don't think the drunk girls don't figure out the miniskirt math. Like, how am I going to get on this bull?
Don't they watch the other girls, though, and see what happens?
I have no idea. They think they're going to get on, and this bull's wide. So they're in this little mini dress. How are you going to get your legs around that and have your skirt down at the same time? They don't think
and then
that.
the vibration, and it's like,
and then he knocks the bull, straight forward.
And then they fall forward and their butts are up.
So we sat right there and watched butts, and worse, or better, depending on how you want to look at it.
Oh, the couple next to us?
Well, well, whatever. I mean, it was crazy.
Oh, do you have a picture of that really drunk kid?
I did. It was too long. I did see the world's drunkest guy.
You should have. We should have.
Well, you know what?
Oh, well.
I blew it and shot the video the wrong direction, so it'd be this little sliver of a video. But there was a bachelor party or something because there was a couple brides there, a couple grooms, unrelated, hopefully, and and it was there was the drunk guy, the drunk kid. He may be 23. I'd already seen him sleeping. Then he was up dancing.
He was sleeping in the bathroom, standing up, right, like leaning against.
No, he was leaning against his friend, just out in front of the bathroom. It was a hoot. I tell you.
Everybody was drunk there.
Ghillies was a blast. Saw some guy just jump into the bull ring, and they just threw him right out.
Oh yeah, he just leapt over the whole ledge and. It's like, dude, you think you're gonna stay at that point?
Like, how do you think you're not gonna get kicked out?
Security came and just threw him out.
It was just insane. So we stayed there all night. That was it. That was our final destination.
And then that poor girl next to us, she came with some guys she met, 30 hours ago, and they've been partying for 30 hours together. And they're hanging out. She's sitting on his lap. Then she got on the bull. She did the same butt thing.
All right. Well, we'd already seen way worse next to us.
Yeah.
I already knew what color or what lack of color her underwear were before she even got on the bull.
So then she goes bull riding, then she comes back to her guy, and then he's just like, and then she's like, I'm gonna go out for a smoke. And she comes back, and he's not there. And so she's like, where's my guy? Where's my guy? I'm like, I think he just stepped out for a second. And he left her.
He left.
He never came back. She's crying at the bar. It was really sad.
Well, he also left her with the tab.
With the tab.
But you know what though?
It was pretty sad.
Word of advice, girls. She gave it up too easy. She did. If he hadn't already gotten it, he'd have stuck around.
He got it.
But he'd already probably had it 10 times. Like, you know what?
Yeah, 30 hours. You could do it a lot in 30 hours.
I know. And at their age, anyway. And when she was gone, he was talking to us just a little bit. I mean, not like I'm gonna ditch her, but just like, oh, this and that. And we're like, hey, you got a party? Woo, just general, just talky. And then she came back. He was gone. She just said, and there's nothing funner than like. A little bit overweighty kind of Midwestern housewives butt jiggling right in front of you, and then the girl crying right here. They're like, woo, this is awesome. I love this.
The guy getting thrown out.
The guy getting thrown out. We're like, man, it's like all these. And the band's playing. The only problem is the band, if the band just had some chicken wire in front of them, it would have been a perfect night. But they didn't. But it was awesome. So we did actually go from there to and eat pizza because that was our final day of non-dieting. So we went and had
Don't we say that every week?
Don't we say that every day? So anyway, that was that day. Now, we also did something this week. Crazy. We've lived here for 40 years. For the first time, this was the next day, we went to Deja Vu Showgirls. We went to a booby bar.
We did.
under new management even. Look at that. Zombie night is the night we went to right there.
So that was actually last.
That was last week after the
Wednesday.
show. Yes, we went to that zombie night. It started at 10, so we had a little hour to kill after the show. So last week after the show, we went to Davy's Locker, our normal spot, had a drink, and then went over to Deja Vu. Now, our first strip club experience in Las Vegas that you know of. And
That since we moved here.
right.
That I know of, or that.
that.
What is he
wait,
saying?
My first. Wait.
Just stop.
Okay. It's topless, which normally I hear topless and I go, but it's full bar. But then I go, ah.
Oh.
So it's like so it's full bar. We actually ended up knowing the bartender. Holy crap.
We did.
Like a good friend of ours.
Like, oh, we didn't know you worked here.
Right. I was like, oh my God. We knew she worked at a club, but not that club. Yeah. And so it was zombie night. So we had a lot of friends there that were just, all
This was the first time that they've actually, it was an event that was put on.
It was packed and great. And all the girls were dressed like zombies.
And if you dress like a zombie, you think you got in for free as well?
Well, we were locals. We got in for free. We had to do a little like, hey, you said.
Oh yeah, because they didn't want to honor the flyer.
Right.
The workers there. Yeah. Like, we're locals. Come on.
Right. But I should say they weren't dressed like zombies. They were undressed like zombies. Oh, that should be on the flyer. Where's their marketing people?
I don't know.
Because they were naked, but they were painted. Because our friend, Rob Hester,
Gargoyle,
was painting them all, which was great.
He's the guy with the horns that scares Scott.
Yes. Who's probably the nicest guy in the whole world.
He's sweet.
Yeah. Now, the Wednesday night at Deja Vu, but maybe it's because of Wednesday night. I just thought maybe that,
What are you gonna say?
they were pretty, I guess.
They were zombies.
I couldn't tell if they were pretty or not. I thought I was kind of, you picture strippers, you picture TV strippers or music video strippers that are hot. These were like
Spearmint Rhino strippers.
These were their dad thinks they're pretty and their mom thinks they're pretty and
oh, stop it.
they're pretty on the inside. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I couldn't tell. They were all painted like zombies, but I thought they'd be a little bigger and smaller and bigger, But they were just kind of.
So you were disappointed?
No, they were fine, and they were
with
zombies.
the quality of zombies.
Well, it's hard to say. It was so hard to say. It was dark. They were painted. Couldn't tell you. But I will tell you.
Drinks were cheap.
The one thing about strip clubs in this town, they get some deals that will shock your mind. They'll shock your mind.
Shocker! Check this out. Like $2 Tuesdays. All drinks are just $2.
Why were we there on Wednesday? Oh, but we were there for Whacked Out Wednesday.
Free drinks 8 to 11 p.m.
At a titty bar? Can you believe this? You got boobs
and free for locals. Why not just go there?
I know. It's crazy. Like that. That's like I don't know what we're doing here. What are we doing here?
A show.
8 to 11. So I gotta say, it was actually a cool place. It's right here. It's like industrial. There's a couple Deja Vus. This is the one right here on Industrial, right behind the Trump.
Yeah. So
It's like you could walk to it from Trump.
Should go check it out any night, and then I think probably like another month or so, they're gonna host another party. It could be similar to this, another zombie night or some other.
Stay tuned to Pub Crawl. We'll let you know.
Stay tuned,
Because we know the promoter, and she's an awesome lady, and she
works at the Erotic Heritage Museum,
which is right next door.
Yep.
It was a booby bar. It was just a
strip club.
Just a strip club. Lots of neon. It looked like the Peppermill without the tack, but even more tacky, if you know what I mean. Because Peppermill it braces its tacky. This is that.
All the pink and the.
Yeah, this looks like the inside of one of those big limos. Like
Yeah, it looks like a strip club.
Oh yeah, it looks like a strip club, and smells like strawberry ice cream and hookers. I don't. Not that I know what hookers smell like. Not that there's hookers there, just that smell. So anyway,
like a rose.
Now we're actually going backwards because Friday night before the barbecue, we did this out of order. We met up with some good friends of ours.
And before that, even, I drove out to Arizona.
Oh.
To go buy lotto tickets.
That was on. Okay, so last Friday, the Friday before the Saturday that we did.
We're going all out of order now.
I know the AMC Awards. That Friday, you had off, so you went out to Arizona to buy a lottery ticket that we lost.
Yeah, everybody lost except for those three lucky
that
bastards.
Was the big Mega Millions thing. But the funny thing is, I saw all of the news that the Everybody drove to California, waited in 6-hour lines, whatever. You, being smarter than the average bear.
I actually got a tip from somebody at work. I drove to Arizona. So actually drove past, it was like 27 miles past the dam to a place called Last Stop. And that only had a 2-hour line.
Right.
But I still stood in line. I don't know if you can see my sunburn. I'm like still burned. Wait, can you see it? Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
It's red. That's my bra. Oops. It's my bra. But yeah, I got totally burned. It kind of faded. Stood out in the sun for 2 hours.
But it was fun.
It was
some viewers you met up with.
Yes, actually, yes.
Yeah. So it was
ran
great.
into a couple of pub crawl fans.
Yeah, so it was great to have just like So I had to work, but that was cool. So anyway, we got you got home, I got home, and hooked up with our friends Jacob, Sally.
Those fine friends of ours.
Yes. And we actually did a little crawl, but they took us to a place that we haven't been to in a while, which is the Silverton. Now, we used to love the Silverton, and we still do. In fact, we'll still go there on just off days just to go to Bass Pro, just 'cause it's so fun. But we haven't been there for the happy hour, which we reported on maybe 9 months ago.
Yeah.
It was the 75% off happy hour.
It's Mi Casa Grill in Canada.
Well, no, Twin Creeks.
Oh, Twin Creeks.
But we'll get to that. Now,
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, boy.
I'm ahead of the game.
All right. So we started at Mi Casa, which is their Mexican restaurant, which is beautiful. Actually, all the restaurants in there are gorgeous. It's such a cool-looking casino in general. Mi Casa is their Mexican place. We used to go for fajita Rita.
Fajita Rita.
You got fajitas and 2 margaritas for like $10 or something. It was really good. We used to go when we first moved here a lot. It's still good. You can see how awesome looking it is. Look at the awesome tequila shots. It's gorgeous. Now we went there. It was happy hour, which is everywhere in the Silverton. Their happy hours are nuts. 4 to 7, 7 days a week. And what do they got at happy hour?
Let's see. Every day you said 4 to 7, $2 beers, 50% off tequila shots, $3 Mi Casa margaritas, and $2 16-ounce drafts.
Yeah, so it was actually really good. So we got a couple beers. We got some Lone Star.
Lone Star, yeah, that's the first time I had a Lone Star.
Me too.
It was a mighty fun beer.
Used to only be available in Texas. We got a couple Lone Stars. Sally noticed they were expired.
She did, and she complained to management.
Which I don't know about an expired beer, but it was fine to me. Then we went to Twin Creeks, which is their steakhouse, which we've never really eaten at. But we went there because it used to have the 75% of happy hour. Now it's 50% off happy hour. Oh no. It's amazing. First off, we weren't even hungry. I don't think we were. I don't even know if we were. All I know is all specialty cocktails, complete mixology type stuff. Are
got a pretty big drink menu too.
I know, and they're cheap as dirt. The food is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
I took a picture of mine or ours. We got the lamb chops.
We split that.
Oh my God! Okay, that's 3 lamb chops. On the far right sauce is a mint aioli. The middle sauce is a demi-glace, and the far left is like some kind of soy sauce. Anyway, that's $3.25. That's $3 for that. Like that's like a Taco Bell burrito supreme
For lamb.
for lamb chop. Are you kidding me? That was $3 and change for that. I thought it was per lamb chop.
Well, and then
And even that would have been cheap.
Yeah, that's still fine. And then every day their appetizer specials change.
Yeah.
We went back again later, and I
know,
got that because it was so good. We're like, "Hey, Jake and Sally, want to meet us again?" A different day.
Oh, I know. It's unbelievable. And their happy hour is every day they're open, which is Tuesday through Saturday. They're closed Sunday and Mondays. And it's 8 to 10 p.m. This is a post happy hour. This is when you do what we do, go to Mi Casa or anywhere else and do the happy hour.
Casa.
Mi Casa?
Mi Casa.
Mi Casa?
Mi Casa.
Mi Casa?
It's like eating a taco.
That's a spacey taco. So Mi Casa or wherever and do your happy hour. And this starts at 8, goes till 10. And this is killer. Cheap drinks and crazy drinks. You got the zombie martini, which was incredible. Sally got the French kiss, which they make.
I think that was the strongest drink they made.
I got pure Jameson, which is probably the strongest drink. But Jacob stole the show with his raspberry ice cream.
Oh, God.
Martini.
Oh, God.
Which I won't get because it's 3 drinks and it's gone. And it's 3 drinks, you drink it.
It is delicious.
I know. It's amazing. So I can't even. But at the Silverton in general, has all these deals. I mean, read them off. This is just Silverton in general.
Oh, let's see. Silverton drink specials, $10 all-you-can-drink Stone Ruination IPA. How much can you drink?
I don't know.
As much you can, $10 worth. Pour your own pints of Stone Ruination IPA on Silverton's tap table.
4 to 7 in the Mermaid Bar.
In the Mermaid Restaurant and Lounge. That's pretty cool.
I mean, and that is, I mean, how cool is this? They also right now are doing all-you-can-drink PBR for $2, but you have to be in that little Shady Grove bar. But it's like from 4 to 8 or whatever. But it's like, what a great place. Absolutely.
That is dirt cheap.
And you'll know where it is. It's right. It's on Blue Mountain. You see it on the way in town. It's a big casino. It's a big hotel. It's great. Can't say enough about it. So AMC or ACM. I want to say AMC, but that's the movie channel or whatever it is.
Yeah, American Movie Classics.
Yes. ACM, amazing, best barbecue ever. Ghillies, never a bad call. House of Blues, never a bad call. Unless it's happy hour, it's a sales trap after happy hour.
Oh yeah, get out.
When happy hour's over, get out of Dodge. Don't hang out in the House of Blues after happy hour. But during happy hour, knock yourself out. Deja Vu, I don't know why we don't go there all the time. I don't know why we're not looking at boobies right now. I know what we're doing later. That's not what we're doing later. We'll talk about that in a minute. Mikasa, Twin Creeks, Silverton in general, 10. A 10.
A 10.
And that's our adventure.
I would say go there before they change their happy hours.
Before they figure out that they're not.
They're giving it away.
They also have a bunch of food deals. Like you can go in there, it's like $30, and you can eat all day. You get like free buffet. You get like a $50 credit at like all these restaurants. You could do that too if you're into that kind of thing. But we didn't even look into it.
I don't know how many people take advantage of that because how much can you eat?
That's what's like that buffet of buffets at the Harris properties.
Yeah.
I think it is Caesar's properties. Yeah, it's kind of a scam because you're paying like $50 for all the buffets you could eat a day. Well, yeah, how many could you eat though? 2 maybe if you eat one really early and one really late. Yeah,
I don't know.
But these are great deals. So hit the Silverton. We actually did things after the Silverton. Went over to the Spur, went to McMullen's, did all kinds of, But again, that's the stuff we leave out, not make up. So that's enough from us. Let's hear from you on a little segment called Hey Bartender. This is where we answer emails and or things that I'm going to put on a new Facebook page once I figure it out.
Oh. Once you figure it out.
We need a group.
Yeah, then you guys can post questions there.
I know.
Okay.
But anyways.
I've got one email from Clifford from Hartsford.
Oh. Is Hartsford a place?
I don't know.
Okay.
Apparently so. That's what he's saying. I want to explore Las Vegas's local bars on my next trip. Are there parts of the city that I should avoid?
Oh, yes.
Is this like a cop question or a danger question?
Oh,
I don't know.
that's a good question, too. Now, it's funny. First off, just like every city in the country, if it's a numbered street or an alphabet street, don't go there.
Avoid.
If it's 115th and B, run. Yeah, don't. Yeah. So anything north of, I don't know, here, I wouldn't go. Actually, Stratosphere is about, if you're walking, don't go to the Stratosphere on foot. You're fine in the Stratosphere.
And then you can go to Dino's, but you have to either cab it or drive.
Or run real fast.
Or run.
Yeah, don't even. It's just, don't go north of the Stratosphere, which is the big Stratosphere. You could walk to that, fine. From that point, cab it or do something else to get to downtown. And downtown's even a little dicey, but you're fine downtown under the thing. But I wouldn't walk it. I wouldn't walk in the daytime because it's too hot, and I wouldn't walk it at night because it's too scary. But as far as a lot of places we mentioned that are out on the outskirts, you can't walk if they're too far, but you're completely safe to do so. I mean, you could walk around in Henderson or Mountain's Edge.
Yeah, Henderson's safe, Mountain's Edge, but there's some spots that are north Las Vegas that...
You know what I'm saying? Anything north of the Stratosphere, just don't even... Don't. You can go, don't walk it.
Yeah, because we were driving back from the Speedway, and there was a couple like super dicey spots.
Man, well, someone was given directions that I wouldn't have given.
Me?
And
That's okay.
we ended up at...
I saw new parts of the city that I've never seen before.
And I could have gone completely without ever seeing. Like, wow, are we in Vegas? It was... Man! Anyway, but as far as, it's funny, there's a lot of... I'm not really privy to it because we're really careful about not driving when we've been drinking and doing all this kind of stuff. But we've been at several bars talking to bar owners and bar people about what bars fail in town, because we do a lot of local bars. And a lot of people will say that they must be more attuned to this. Oh, no one's going to go to that. Why? Well, that's Cop Alley.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm not even privy to what that is. I know what they were talking about was Sahara. Sahara on that side of the freeway is just cops.
Yeah, because it might seem like a good location, but nobody wants to go there and have a few after work because they're going to get pulled over leaving.
Right, yeah, because all these bars you don't want to leave and there's cops around. So I wasn't even privy to that because we're always really good either making sure we're taken care of or we stay there until we're sober up or whatever it is we do. But there are places that I don't have the answer for because that's something that I mean, people know. I don't know who they are, but it's like, oh, no, don't go over there. There's just too many cops on that road. So but as far as your own personal safety?
I'd say when in doubt, just cab it.
Just cab it.
If you really need to try that spot, just cab it.
Right. Yeah. And
don't walk.
People take the bus. I don't know. You can. The Deuce is supposed to be cool, but just cab it. You're in Vegas. No one's. If you're on vacation, you're spending your money anyway. Cab it.
There you go. That's all I have for this week.
Doesn't happen in Vegas, but it happens on this show. It's Last Call. Here's where, sometimes I tell you, how to not get knocked out, knocked up, thrown out, throw up, or thrown in jail in Las Vegas. It's funny what happens when you read it.
I was expecting a thrown up.
No, but if you, you would have threw up, right?
Not
If it was
throw
up in past tense, it's threw up.
Well, because thrown up is the act of you getting thrown up by something
Oh,
else.
okay, that's happening to you. Okay, you're being thrown.
We still want to talk about it, though.
All right. It's seamless. There's no fourth wall here.
No.
We're transparent. You can see our inner workings. I got a couple. First off, we got our tickets, and you're a fool if you don't do this. A fool if you don't do this. It's on what day?
It is on May 5th.
May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, I'm glad you just figured that out.
Oh, is that Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
I speak Spanish.
Kinda.
I thought that's when that came out of my mouth. I went, "That's not Cinco de Mayo." Oh, but it is Cinco de Mayo. Hey.
I wonder if they planned it like that.
Well, yes, it's the Lee's annual 6th annual beer and tequila experience at the LVH.
What is this? So it's 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. and it's $50 advance ticket, and we're $60 at the door. But the tip is.
Well, we Grouponed it.
But
they actually, if you go to what Lee's.
But this deal is actually just as good as the Groupon. Right now on Lee's website, you can get a 2-for-1 deal, but it ends April 12th. So if you want to get it now.
It's two for $50.
Yeah. So you pretty much get a sample, all the beer and tequila you want.
For 12 hours, we're getting a room. Because by 8 o'clock.
For 5 hours.
Because by 8 o'clock, there's going to be no. I wish if anybody's going and has a camera and wants to follow us around, that will make for the best episode we've ever done. Just follow us around and drink too, and we will all let's party. We'll just film the whole day.
And then they'll just walk away with all the food.
We got to turn it in at the end.
Okay.
So we could use it.
It'll be fun anyway.
But that'll be a fun day. And these are the things we're saying. All right, we've already got tickets. We're going.
Yes, we are going to that.
Right. We are going to get up early. Make sure we eat good breakfast.
3 p.m. I think we can manage that.
No, but big breakfast. And what's the ticket? Our bass player Rich told us. Eat bananas. Because they're just as good coming up as they are going down. So we're going to eat a lot of bananas.
That's another tip, isn't it?
That's the tip of the week. Bananas. Actually, that's an Air Force tip for the Air Force audience we have right now. Is eat when you're taking someone up to do like the 8G whatever, and they're less like a news cameraman or whatever, like, oh, we're going to take up, whatever, eat bananas because you're going to throw up. I mean, you're going to pass out, you're going to throw up, then you're going to wake up, then you're going to pass out again, then you're going to throw up again, and then we're going to land and laugh at you. So we're going to wake up, eat banana pancakes, and go to Lee's 6th annual thing. But tonight, too late for this tip for you unless you live in town.
Unless you're quick.
You're quick.
You can do it.
Now, see, this is we're doing our Wednesday night. Last Wednesday we did Zombie Night. This Wednesday, which is right now, we're heading over to the Artifice, which is one of our favorite bars in town, right downtown, right on Charleston, for our friends, Radiant Inc., amazing magazine, are having a release party for the new issue of the magazine. So we got a picture of the magazine. If you like pretty girls, woo! That's the release party. That's happening right now. It's going to happen in about 15 minutes. And that's the new issue of their magazine. It's girls in not wearing a whole lot of clothing.
But very stylish.
Very stylish.
Awesome.
I'm just trying to. I'm playing to the everyman. Like, I can almost see your boobies. No, it's great guys, great magazine. It's called Radiant, and we're gonna go over there.
We'll be there
at the Artifice. By the way, the Artifice, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. That's that artsy fartsy place on Charleston and First, right there, right downtown. So we're gonna go hip it up tonight. We don't normally kind of usually go low on Wednesdays. We're going high this Wednesday.
in our cowboy hats.
I don't know if we're gonna wear a cowboy hat.
I don't know. I think I am.
Oh, well, you can. So, anyways, that everything?
That's everything.
And it was a full episode.
It was.
And only one drink. That's how you know that was good. We usually do 3 of those. That was good. That was good.
That was darn tasty.
Live to your audience.
Thank you. Thanks to live chat room.
Take off my hat to you.
You got a sweaty head.
I got hat
Put
head.
that back on.
All right. Email, we're pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. iTunes, leave us those 5-star reviews. We are the #1 rated live drinking Las Vegas podcast out there easily.
Sponsored by Game of Thrones.
Sponsored by and Sony. And Twitter, we're the LV Locals. You and I are the LV Locals. LV stands for Las Vegas. The network is Vegas Video Network on Twitter.
Check out the other shows.
Twitter is awesomer and awesomer. Now that I'm at work, now that I have a job, I'm on Twitter a lot. It's quick. You can just look at it. Because when you have a lot of free time, you're usually like playing video games or waxing the cat or whatever. But when at work, you can like just look over and go, oh, da-da-da-da-da, and then get back to whatever you do. It's real fast. You can't spend hours, but man, I'm liking Twitter now. Like you just post something and then just let it go.
I'm glad you have the time there at work.
I do. What else we got? iTunes, I said 5-star review. YouTube, Roku, HBO Go's on Roku.
Yep.
It's Game of Thrones. We do watch a lot of Game of Thrones, and I'm playing a lot of video games now. Now that I have a job, I can unabashedly watch TV and play video games and not feel guilty about it.
Just stop.
Remember, Pub Crawl urges you to drink responsibly, like we're doing with 1 Lynchburg lemonade. And
So
remember,
far.
so far, we do leave stuff out. No, we don't. Yes, we do. But
What
we
are you
don't make
talking
stuff
about?
up. Till next week. Cheers.